Hello everyone, and today we are going to see two theory questions of UPSC Civil Service Mechanical Engineering 2021. First question is question 8C from paper number 1. Now, what the question is, explain coordinate system and motion control with reference to NC machine. So what is a coordinate system? So the NC systems has been divided in the number of direction of motion that they are simultaneously control the instructions. Generally, there are 6 degree of freedoms in NC control, 3 linear and 3 rotational. Okay, so in commercially there are two axis, so 2 degree of freedom, 3, 4, 5, 6 degree of freedom, and say control systems are there. And coordinate system is what it defines the relative position of the part or working plane, in which the plane, in which plane your part is working, in which plane your tool is going to move, in which direction your tool is going to move, in which direction, how much you have to cut the part, and up to how much distance and how much depth. Okay, so these are the coordinate system. So what is the coordinate system like? And then let me tell about the in practical, and based on my experience in practical. So I can say that the generally there are coordinate system is defined for the main purpose I have told you, for locating the workpiece, that and for positioning of the workpiece, like in which plane it is located, in which direction, how much in how much or how much meter or how much centimeter we have to cut, how much depth we have to cut. Okay, so there are basically coordinate system is x y z. We know that three coordinate system x y z. This is the x, y, and z. So these type of coordinate system is required for positioning of the tool and as well as the workpiece. So in actual practice, there are three coordinate systems, or not three coordinate systems, not three coordinate system, but three coordinates. Okay, how? There is one absolute machine coordinate. Second is absolute coordinate, and third one is part coordinate. Okay, like absolute coordinate is what, in which, suppose like this is the machine, suppose this take as a machine, and here x, y, and z. And one more thing that I would like to add is, generally the tool motion, the direction of tool is generally defined as a z axis. Generally, suppose this is a lathe machine, so here tool motion is like this, so this is the z axis. This is a vertical milling or vertical drilling, so this is vertical direction is defined as z. So always please remember one thing, the always z direction is represented by the tool axis. Okay, in which the axis in which tool is going to move. So machine coordinate system is what, in which it represents the 0 0, the we know the 0 0 coordinate, 10 mm, 20 mm. So this is a machine coordinate. So it shows the from machine, where it machine taking the zero. Okay, an absolute coordinate, in which the absolutely the in the programming, whenever you are doing the programming, then there is also asking the coordinates x, y, z. So they are called absolute coordinates. Third one is part coordinate. Like suppose you have made a part like this circular shaft. This is a taper shaft like this, and you have given the zero from here, or someone can give the zero from here. So this is the reference, or from which the coordinate is starting. So the coordinates that you are giving on the part, that is called part coordinate. So the main function of the coordinate system is what? The coordinate system is to define the control, define the positioning of the part, and in which direction of the tool. Okay, and the main purpose is to define degree of freedom, and parts main purpose is part positioning. And these are the three types of coordinate system. Next is motion control. Motion control. So motion control is basically, in NC machine there is a one point to point, then second is linear motion control, third one is circular motion control, and fourth one is contour. What is point to point motion control? So motion control, suppose you have, this is the part, and you have to make a holes like this. These four holes will are there, and just what you have to do, a drill bit will come, make a hole, go to the next position, make a hole, this hole, and this fourth hole. So this is in here where whether it will follow this path or this path or whatever this, like 1 2 3 4 or 1 2 3 4, whatever part it's going to follow. But ultimately our main goal is to drill at exact location. So only the motion control is required at particular point. So here point to point motion control is used. Second is linear motion control. For example, this is a workpiece, rectangular workpiece, and on this surface you have to machine linearly. So a cutting tool will come and straightforward going and cut. So this cutting in the straight line is known as linear motion control. The control of this tool in this motion, that is called linear motion. Third one is circular. For example, if you want to make a circular part like this at this portion, this is a circular. So your tool have to move here likewise circular motion in circular movement. So your motion control, that control of motion in that case, that is known as circular motion control. Next is contour. You have seen some pockets in milling operation. For example, suppose let us see here, suppose this is a workpiece and this kind of pattern or this portion has to be removed in this pattern that I have drawn. So what you have to do, you have to make a contour and we have to follow the tool. So to make the tool to follow this contour, the control that is required, that is known as contour control. Okay, so these are the basically four motions, and you have to write this much only and you will get the 20 marks. Okay, this figure you need not required to draw, and this is just for your reference and understanding purpose. So I hope you clear the what is the coordinate system and what is the motion control. Okay, next is what is EGR. This is a question number 5A from paper number 2. What do you understand by the term EGR, and explain how EGR reduces NOx emission in CI engine. So first is EGR. What is EGR? So EGR is exhaust gas. Sorry, exhaust gas recirculation. So exhaust gas recirculation, that is stand for EGR. So what do you understand by term EGR? That is completed. Explain how EGR reduces NOx emission in CI engine. That means diesel engine. First of all, we have to understand what are the favorable condition for NOx formation in exhaust. So the two conditions, there is high temperature and excess oxygen. Excess oxygen, and these two are very common in diesel engine. Why? Because the compression ratio of diesel engine is high compared to petrol. So the exhaust temperature is obviously high compared to petrol. So the high temperature and excess oxygen. How excess oxygen is there? Because in uh, sorry, because in uh, diesel engine, the no throttle valve or no carburetor is there where air fuel is regulatory mixed. Only the air is taken in the combustion chamber and then fuel is injected. So in diesel engine, always there is excess air. You are directly taking the air, compressing it and injecting the fuel. So whatever the air you are taking, that is excess air. So excess oxygen and high temperature, these are the two favorable conditions. So this always forms in diesel engine. So that's why NOx formation is high in diesel engine. Now what to do in EGR? How EGR, that is exhaust gas recirculation. So there is a EGR valve, that is exhaust gas recirculation valve. So what happens? Suppose intake air is coming in the combustion chamber. Now this fuel is injected and expansion and combustion happen. So what are the exhaust gas are coming? These exhaust gas having the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, as well as NOx and other gases are also there. So there is one EGR valve. They are going to EGR valve, and it is electronically connected with the sensors and all other things. So it sense and uh, it circulates. What happened? What it redirects some exhaust gas to intake. Understand? The exhaust gas are coming to EGR valve, and some of the exhaust gas are going to here. So what happened? The exhaust gas quantity will reduce, and its temperature is subsequently decrease. Okay, so this exhaust gas and the remaining exhaust gas are going outside there. So in first cycle this happen. Now in next cycle, what happened, this exhaust gas, that means this is having some NOx also, and CO and CO2 also, it is mixing with intake and coming into the cylinder. So what happened, due to this, the oxygen required for combustion is going to less, but not that much less that it will not for combustion enough. No, that is controlled by electronic valve. The oxygen amount is sufficient enough that you will get sorry, you will get the combustion, but not excess air. The excess air is reduced by recirculating exhaust gas. Exhaust gas, what exhaust gas will do, exhaust gas will recirculate and mix with the intake, and it will reduce the oxygen, and in combustion chamber it will go, and again the next cycle, the whatever the exhaust gas will form, the NOx formation, amount of NOx formation will be less. So subsequently, in the continuous cycle, the NOx formation is going to reduce and reduce. Now, one question will come into our mind, that if we recirculate the exhaust air directly, then in exhaust gas there are many combustible products and some harmful particles also. They will reduce the cylinder, engine cylinder, and damage the fuel quantity also, and injection the some microparticles, soot particles, and PM 2.5, PM 10 particles will there. They will be choked down the fuel injector. As we have solved one numerical, the area of the fuel nozzle is 0.264 mm square. So what happened, before directly mixing, there is one filter is there, some they will uh, trap this some part, and the remaining gas will go. So only gaseous portion of the combustion part will go there, and the main purpose of the recirculation is to reduce the excess oxygen quantity. And when the excess oxygen quantity will reduce, the high temperature will getting reduced, and the NOx formation will get reduced in subsequent cycles. So this is how the exhaust gas recirculation work. I hope you understand this, and this is a 10 marks question, you can easily understand. And this type of block diagram is only you have to draw. You need not to do the exact diagram that is the given in book, because in exam we have very limited time. So I hope you like this video and you like the solution. If you have any doubt at any point, you can ask in the comment box, and I will solve your query in upcoming videos. So thank you for watching. So like this video, subscribe this channel, and share with your friends also, so that they will also get the benefit of it. And thank you for watching once again. We will meet in next video with new question and new solution.